Zacks Rank Buys, stocks with a short-term buy or strong buy recommendation. Now, here are more Zacks Rank Buys. And don't forget that each stock within the Zacks Rank Buy universe is chosen based on how well it matches criteria comprising the four main investing styles: aggressive growth, growth in income, momentum, and value. And today we talk about some value stocks once again with Tracey Ryniec. Tracey's our value stock analyst at Zacks.com, and she has brought an eclectic mix, as it were, of stocks in this category.
Yep.
Starting with Collective Brands, PSS, the ticker symbol. See, now right there, that throws me.
Right.
Because the name looks like it has nothing to do with the ticker symbol.
It doesn't. It used to be Payless Shoe Source. That's where the PSS comes from.
That's what someone had told me one time, and I still can't get over it. I don't know. It's just me.
Well, they just merged or acquired Stride Right Shoes recently, and they also have like a licensing brand, and then they have the Payless Shoe Stores, which is their big brand. They have about 4,600 stores in North America and South America, so they're pretty big in the retail and the shoe area. Mm-hmm. And they're making some pretty good strides right now. They are, really focusing on the brand and the designer angle. They have a whole designer team in New York now, and most people don't, put Payless shoe stores with designer shoes, but they're kind of moving where Target has moved into, where you get big name designers to put their name on, shoes that are in style and then price them right. And right now in this economy, that seems to be working.
Interesting. And the street seems to like them as well, right?
Yes, estimates are up. They just had an analyst conference, and they acknowledge that times are going to be difficult right now, but their longer-term trend is good. They see growth in the mid-teens for the longer-term trend after they get past this kind of rocky period right now.
Okay. You got one drilling company here in the mix. On September the 26th, you wrote about Pioneer Drilling, PDC, the ticker.
Yes, a little different than my normal explorers. They do a lot of contract drilling for the big energy companies and the independent explorers. And, drill is in right now. So even before, the whole offshore drilling argument, they have seen a big uptick because of the crude prices, because everybody is drilling more. So, they had a really good second quarter. They easily, saw revenues up pretty dramatically. And, part of their issue right now, and especially with their stock price, is because crude has pulled back. Mm-hmm. Right now, estimates are still up, which is a good indicator for the company. So that's one thing to watch with them. But, the drilling is going to continue whether or not crude's at 100 or 80 or wherever it goes. The companies are already committed to drilling right now, at least.
Okay. On September the 25th, you wrote about a stock that really threw me. I had never heard of this company before, the 9 Limited, NCTY, the ticker symbol. Now, there's an interesting story that goes with this company that you were telling me about. What is the significance of the 9?
Yes, it's an interesting name. They're a Chinese online video game company. So you buy a subscription and you can play video games. They have about 41 million subscribers now, which is pretty, intense. They have a whole bunch of games that they produce and also that they license out. But the 9 comes from the ninth art, which is comics.
See, I didn't know that.
Yeah, me neither. I had to research all this myself. It goes back to the ancient way they used to call the older arts, like engraving or architecture, were like 1 through 8. And then they've been adding them on, I guess, over the years. And now comics are actually the ninth art. So that's where their name comes from.
And so they view games, the creation of games, as like an extension of comics.
Yes, because a lot of them are based on, the comic
book
characters, the graphic novels, that kind of stuff that just gets put up into the game. And, the 9 is actually an interesting combination because it's both aggressive growth and a value stock. It's trading at under 9 times earnings right now. But it has amazing growth trajectory right now. Analysts expect it to grow over 75% this year, its earnings. So
that's pretty interesting.
Yes.
And then on the 24th, you wrote about Circor International, CIR is the ticker for this one. What do they do?
They manufacture valves for just about every kind of industry. Food manufacturing, aerospace, energy is their big area right now. And they also had a really great second quarter. You might think that they might see some slowing right now because it's more of an industrial play, a play on the infrastructure to some extent, but they're not. So, they're a very good value pick. They're trading at low Ps right now, and, they haven't said anything that growth is slowing. They still see good growth overseas, and they're having a little bit of the play on the dollar, the weakened dollar, which is, it's seen a little bit of rebound here, but that's not going to hurt them that much going forward.
Interesting. Do you or does anyone in your household own any of these stocks?
I do not.
All right. Earnings estimate revisions are the most powerful force impacting stock prices, and the Zacks rank takes advantage of changes in estimates to help investors become more profitable. Now, each day on Zacks.com, Zacks rank buy stocks for the various investment strategies are spotlighted, these stocks included. All you need to do is go to Zacks.com, go to the upper right-hand corner. In that whole section, you can click on any of the categories of stocks that you want to know more about. And with Tracey, I'm Terry Ruffalo.